Alright. Today is another episode of Rusty and Sham.
And we're back again with our up move. Up move, baby.
So today we are going to go into, well, you guys know, our song as usual.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be talking about men's mental health.
And I'm mentally stable. So like, I'm down to talk about that. So we'll get into that.
We're just gonna.
Okay, we're back again with the song, and this is a different type of song. It's a gospel rap, and it's by Don Reddy.
Yeah.
And it's called
Mindset,
definitely. Mindset.
Yo, it's a gospel rap. I love gospel, the new gospel rap.
Yeah, because remember, all right, the rhythm is banger in the trap music, right?
Yeah.
But the words, it's not it.
Yeah.
It's not it. So the gospel rap, like he's taking over for that, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I dig
it kind of helps guide you for your life. All right. Let's see if you guys like this song.
God even changing my mindset, focus on winning the contest. I have been running this city from evil and then lost some friends in the process. Guess they was killing the progress, that was way harder to digest. That's why when I'm meeting new people I love them, but I just can't let them inside. Yeah, I can't let them inside. Heard what they said, I ain't letting it slide. Never mind that I ain't moving in pride. All that I know is they ain't out to ride. Trouble that comes, they running, they hide. Most of these people distractions, most of them come with the passion. Just not to have the spirit show me that they lacking. Most of them into the fashion, just not the action. Look, when they hear my records they know that it's me. It's the apprentice, I'm back on the scene. All of this shit, but I don't need. Fight for the fam, but I die for the king. Going to levels again.
Okay. That song was tight. Rusty is over here being pressed because he can't dance.
Yo, that's rumors. That's all rumors. Nothing
All right. So I like this song. Like it's talking about like how he's doing his thing, and sometimes your friends fell off, your people around you fell off, but you still have to do your thing. You have to be mental, and I think that kind of goes and blends into what our topic is.
Yeah, because we're really talking about men's mental health.
Yeah.
And we don't really talk about that much, right?
No.
Because men are always supposed to be strong for some reason. So you no matter what, you're always supposed to be strong.
Yeah.
So this kind of like ties into it.
Yeah.
Right?
So for me, I'm looking at certain things. Mental health for men don't really like to talk about their feelings. Mm-hmm. And usually females, they are able and easy to go and talk about what they like, what they don't like, etc., etc. We express ourselves, but for some reason, men can't express themselves the same way.
Okay.
Right? And I noticed this. Why is that?
Well, most of the time I speak from my own experiences, right?
Yeah.
When I was a child, a girl is allowed to cry.
Right.
A girl is allowed to express. A girl is allowed to spaz out.
Right.
As a boy, you cannot. They tell you, they teach you, and they deal with you aggressively if you do, and they will make you know, say, yo, boys don't do that. You're a sissy.
That's so interesting because I know a lot of guys who are able to go and express themselves and they're able to go and cry, but then it depends on like the household or where you kind of grew up, right?
Yeah.
So if you were raised by a single mom, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that like a lot of the guys, they don't know how to go and they actually cry, but they cry in a different way. That's what I noticed. They cry more by giving you more attitude or whatever. They don't actually physically cry. Mm-hmm. It's like they hide it, and so they're more aggressive in other ways. They showcase more of other symptoms like anger. That's what I noticed, and I think if you guys are able to kind of open up a little bit, you guys are able to express yourself.
Well, all right.
In a better or healthier manner.
Well, all right. Toughness was to us. Toughness was showcased as anger. Mm-hmm. Like when you can, like if something comes at you and you can get angry and beat it up or be tough and get angry, that's being manly. That was showcased as being manly. Yeah. Like for the most, not everything, but for the most part, that was showcased as being manly. So this is why it's carried over to when you become an adult.
I hear that. Who's telling you not to do.
Well, all right. It's everyone. It's
Everyone.
all right. Even because remember me, I'm a single. I was raised by a single mom, right?
Right.
So, me get all of that. Most of that time, my mother me get that from.
Like
The harsh treatment and yeah. But at the same time, I don't know if I was like that from before.
Right.
Like
What do
even
you mean?
before,
Like,
because she always tell me the story. So when me just come out,
yeah.
like I didn't cry.
Yeah.
So the nurses and doctors were concerned. So then they beat me, and my dad just look on them same way, and then
You're a
then I
gangster,
say,
baby.
yeah. So it's like them I wonder if something was wrong with me, because every other baby come out to cry.
Right.
So it's like.
But how would you know? Like you were a baby. Like you know
Yeah,
what
but
I mean?
that's what I say. But that's what I say. But then, who knows? Maybe we're more intelligent than we think.
It's true. That's true. So you're saying that you literally were. It's just because you were beaten why you're more tough and you just didn't want to cry. Like.
You know what? I think it after a while, you just harden yourself to it.
Yeah.
And you don't, because I can tell you right now, for the most part, I don't even know how. For like something for real, I don't know, but you really don't know how. Cause you're not used to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. Is it the same? Do you think that men's mental health and women's mental health are pretty much the same? Is it like easier? Like it's deemed that it's easier for females to just kind of just express themselves and whatever. But does that mean that our mental health is a little bit more stable than men because they are more able to express themselves?
Yeah, cause alright, you want them always talk about the whole like you're like when you keep stuff in, it hurts you, right? Like it damages you internally.
Yeah, that's true.
If somebody not talk, like men don't talk, men don't communicate.
Yeah.
It's in here. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
The women do. They gather around. They find.
But that's not true. Like you men gather around and you guys going out. And,
no, but we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
Okay, fair.
We're talking about egotistical things. We're not talking about that person.
Okay, so then, why though? Like, why do you guys have to showcase like I'm better than you in this and I'm better than you?
Oh no.
Instead
It's not necessarily about better. It's not necessarily about better. It's about who's tougher.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Hold on.
No.
If I'm tougher than you, that means I'm stronger than you, which means I'm better than you on that aspect.
Tougher don't mean better. If you know how the world is now, that's very untrue. Tougher does not mean better.
You're right, but
A lot of guys are noticing that now, realizing that. Not because you're tougher that means you're better.
That's true.
And you might be making a big mistake.
That's true, but I mean, the ego gets in play sometimes, and so when the ego gets over your mental, like the clarity, whatever, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm much tougher than you are, or, I look stronger than you are, look at my biceps, like I noticed that like you're doing that is making the other person feel like they're much more smaller, and so they're pretty much just competing with one another.
No,
as opposed to
that's if the other person cares. Like I've from ever since, like I was that guy, like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I can be that if I want.
That's true.
But you cannot be what I'm doing if you want.
What do you mean?
Alright. Because tougher guys don't necessarily think about doing other things.
That's true.
Lifting weights or whatever to be tougher.
Yeah.
Anybody can just go and do that.
Right.
There's certain other things that require a different type of mindset.
Yeah.
Just like what the song says.
Right.
Not everybody carries that trait.
That's true. But everybody has their own little gifts. But we're always comparing you guys are, I notice the guys always compare, but girls do
Women do the same thing.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, when it comes down to that, like anybody could potentially eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
And then
Bulk
bulk up. Like anybody could do that.
Yeah.
But then there are certain different attributes where other people have. Not anybody can just have that and just
That's
be
true.
that.
That's true.
This is
Fair
why I
enough.
figured that long time ago.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So if you guys are able to go and like communicate better with each other, is there a way that you guys can converse better than to just be, putting your egos in front of everything?
Yeah, but we need more people to think like that first before we can do that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, do you think that women understand men?
No. I think they do. I think like from the few that they've maybe encountered and like TV type of men,
Yeah.
they assume because
So
you know
you're
they
saying
talk about
like Cinderella story
Yeah.
and like the
And
men
men
will
are
come
easy to-
over
yeah.
and help you out and here's your glass slipper and
yeah, and men are easy to please. Just this. They're dumb creatures. You just this. That's what you think.
I don't think you guys are dumb. But you guys think that women are dumb too.
No.
This is why you guys play the game and you play
Alright,
the field.
don't feel no ways. A lot of us, well, alright. For me, Omi used to preach, right? Not anymore.
Yeah.
Omi used to think women are insane. I didn't think you were dumb. I think you guys were just insane.
That's because a lot of us, and I'm going to go and say for men too, because you guys give a lot of like unrealistic expectations for us women. We have to be a certain way, and then Coca-Cola shape. We have to go and not argue because our feelings are not valid, and all of that stuff, right? So, hey, I'm just gonna put it out there. So obviously you're gonna think that we're insane because when we're telling you certain things, you're not listening because you think that it should be one way, right? And so that plays a mental game for you guys, but it also plays a mental game on us women because we're trying to, work as a team, but you're not listening and she's not listening, and so you guys are gonna automatically think that we're insane, and us, we're gonna just think that you guys are stupid.
Alright, you know what I think it is? We used to get this idea that we run the household, right? Like the men.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care which way
Like
it
the
goes.
song, It's a Man's World, like,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't necessarily care which way it goes, who runs whatever.
Yeah.
But we never did talk about working as a team. So it's just that whatever me say goes.
Right.
And then we figure out finances and make sure the woman comfortable. That's what we were taught, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's all we were taught.
Yeah.
So then when you come ninging in my ears now, I say, what do you like allow me, fam?
But then you guys are doing the same thing to us, so we end up marrying you. And so this is the reason why we get insane, and then it's just a whole mental.
But this is what I say. It originally started when you tell us say, yo, man have this say, and man need to do this, and man need to make the rules and the laws and whatever. It never about communicating and working together. So now when me I do this now and you are come with, I say, why? Like, why wouldn't I just work with it? But then something in our own realize that, yo, it shouldn't be like that. That's why the feedback.
Yeah, because we are also human. You guys, a lot of you guys are taught that we're supposed to be, a woman is more of an object and somebody that is kind of like a purse, essentially.
Yeah.
So because this is what you guys are taught mentally. You guys think that it should be one way, it should be this way, a woman's supposed to follow the man, so then that goes and leads into toxic masculinity.
But should I not even know, that part them not even going about the toxic masculinity. But what I say is, do you blame us? By what? Because remember now, the walla me grow with sisters.
Right.
And you have a brother, right?
Yeah.
So you seen it. You seen it.
Yeah.
But then when we get big, we're supposed to change it? Like just like that?
No, it's actually
But
taught.
that's what I'm saying.
It
But
is
that's
taught.
what I'm saying. So why sometimes people ask the question like, you were raised with me. What do you mean? Like, oh, you don't know why I'm like this? Okay, you don't know. Oh, okay.
Fair enough. But okay, so yeah, I know that the woman was taken from the rib, right, of a man. Right?
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, there's a reason why I'm going through with that, okay? So the thing is, a man, they're supposed to go and lead, right? That's what it is, right? So we're looking at the mental health. How are you, like, how do you guys, how are you able to lead if you're not mentally stable? It's exactly like if everything is bothering you and everything is within yourself that's not peaceful. How are you able to lead and be able to be sustainable in society?
Well, you saying that? Let me start it like this. These things that you're talking about
Yeah.
is seen as normal.
Fair.
So when you're saying, oh, if we're not stable, I thought this was stability. I thought this was the core of our being as a man.
Yeah.
To be like this.
Yeah.
So when you're gonna say that, it's like
I start to offend.
not even well.
Well, I'm gonna start to offend if I'm gonna go and say certain things.
If before I would have felt offended.
Yeah.
But now you realize a lot of things it's just taught.
Yeah.
Like it's not innate.
Yeah.
It's
and
tough.
then you kind of internalize it, and then this is black and white, and this is the way it is, and it's hard to kind of branch out. I understand that.
All right. What you think about the happy wife, happy life thing?
I hate that saying.
Well, you all right? Give me what? Give us your take on this.
I hate that saying because the thing is, you can't. A happy wife could be a person who's you doing everything, and you're gonna lose your self-respect because you're trying to keep your wife happy. Well, no. It doesn't work that way, honey. Baby boo. And you know how it works? Happy house.
Baby boo don't work like that.
It don't work like that.
Okay.
But let me tell you the correct saying. It's happy house, happy spouse. Because if you're both happy within yourselves, then you both are mentally stable. Because you're at peace within yourself. Because if you're going to go over there and be like, oh, I'm trying to make you happy, make you at peace, make you, and I'm losing my self-respect to make sure that you're good. All of a sudden, what's going to happen is that you're going to lose self-respect for yourself, right? And then the communication is going to crumble because it's going to be hard for you guys to go and talk. And remember, like we said in the beginning, communication is key. And then you guys are good. You guys are strong. But if you guys don't communicate, it's literally happy wife, happy life, and it's gonna crumble at some point.
Okay, so now you realize the myth or the talk of, because I know people probably wonder.
Yeah.
The reason why them always are say, oh, why men always just go out and cheat? That's why.
So wait.
Let me run it down.
Wait. Please run it down. So you're saying that the reason why a guy cheats is because of what?
All right, let me run it back. The same thing you said in a different way.
Please.
If there's no we weren't taught to communicate, right?
Yeah.
Then there's no happy wife, happy or we're playing happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
Which you cannot do that.
No.
It will never happen.
No, you're gonna
not like that.
lack something.
Because the only person I get happiness out of this is she.
That's right.
So then guess what go on? I'm going to find film real happiness somewhere else. Like it's real happiness. These are just for show. You're just the trophy for show.
Yeah.
I'm going to find my real happiness over there. So.
Fair enough. Whoa. Fair enough. That actually opens up of how you guys think. So no, it's true.
Yeah, but all right, we're going there here. Remember, this life we're living.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Right.
Like every second of the day we're living. So me and pause just to make you happy and me not feel like you're not going out of your way to make me happy, but I'm doing that.
Yeah.
So at some point in time I have to squeeze in some type of happiness for myself.
Yeah.
Because it does not stop. Years go by or whatever. People might think they might give people them all, but again, from one episode over there I talk about, it all depends on who you are dealing with. You think you give this person them all.
Yeah.
But you and the person now communicate to know if this is what the person actually wants from you. So
that's golden.
you will give them your all where you would have or you think, cause maybe you watch a sitcom or a soap opera, and you seen this is how it should go. Oh man, come, hi honey, oh rub feet and maybe like some type of bullshit like that. So you think that's how it should just be on a day-to-day basis.
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, so what I'm getting and taking in from this is pretty much, hey, the men and women work exactly the same. This is what I'm taking out of this, right? And you could correct me if I'm wrong. The thing is, we just have to learn to communicate in order for our mental health to be okay. That's pretty much what you're kind of getting at.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. One more thing. As a man, right?
Yeah.
Cause you're out there, right? Like, say, you get in an argument with someone outside, a woman outside.
Yeah.
She can say anything to you and do anything to you. Well, no, it's sort of like changing. No, it's sort of changing. But a woman can slap in your face, and if you do that back to her, you're seen as like a woman beater or a bad person, right? Yeah. That's how we're taught. You never hit a woman, no matter what. Right. That's what they teach you. No matter what, you never hit a woman. But a girl was not taught that. Don't do this. Don't do it, because men have feelings too. Yeah. And if you mess with a lion day in, day out, the day when you mess with him, when him hungry, and when you have my food, he must have gone near my food that day. You're not going to see it coming, because the other day, my belly did full. Sure.
But that just sounds more of a toxic relationship, you know what I mean? Like, if a woman is hitting, like, that's also something that's internally wrong, like, something is wrong with their mental peace, with their selves, right? Essentially, anybody who attacks anybody, it's just, that's something going on. And so they're taking it out on that person that's in front of them. Could be anybody, the person that they love that they don't know, like, that right there. Me and my thoughts for that, I think it's okay for, and don't hate me, but like, if you're putting your hands on somebody, that person it's a defense mechanism. So for me, I'm like, hey, if she put your hands on him, and I don't agree to go and hit her back, but stop her hands, like hold her hands, whatever, because again, you have to respect yourself too, because if she's not respecting you enough to go and, I don't know. That's just how I look at it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like she's not respecting you. You have to defend yourself. Like, you don't have to go and hit back. It's not something, but you can defend yourself.
All right. You see, because man raised to have this anger built up inside, what you expect to come?
You yell.
Yeah.
You
and then when you yell, this person one box across your face. So if you still keep your cool.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm still saying to go and respect yourself. Like, not to go and just go and outright hit her. Because remember, what I'm saying is that she's not in peace with herself. So that's when you just have to leave the situation and just never have to go back.
Know that, Like,
don't hit her.
No, but that's what I tell you.
Don't mirror her.
No, but I tell you because me understand. Yeah. Me not tell you, say, it's something what me do or something people for do. Yeah. You see, if me and somebody involved and they brought, like, even if I think about like that, might do that. Yeah, we're done.
Me too.
Like if that thought comes to my head, we're done.
There's nothing there.
We're done.
Yeah, I agree.
Like if you brought me there, we're done.
I agree.
Like I'm not do that to you. Like I have sisters, I have moms, I have aunts. Like, I'm not doing that to you, but we're done.
Yeah, like it's your self-respect. Like you can't stay around somebody who's going to go and deliberately put the blame on you for why they're not at peace within themselves, That's when you have to leave. You have to go.
But the mental health thing, it's crazy because we have fair balance. As a man, you have fair balance. Everything.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you have everything together. Alright, so you're
But same with a female though. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, it's the same.
Yeah, but say...
It's just you guys don't express.
Yeah, but we've explained why we don't express.
Well, I understand now.
And alright, if you buck your toe and it hurts so bad, you'll cry, right?
Absolutely.
We cannot. Or we're not supposed to.
Well, now when you're an adult, you just say ouch and then you probably like, you know,
yeah, but
try to pull it
a
off.
grown woman will cry.
Yeah. Yeah.
A grown woman will cry.
Yeah.
But if you've seen a grown man cry.
Yeah, you guys are deemed you guys are
but that's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
weaker side. But the thing is, that's the forefront. You guys have to put a forefront on, just like a woman. Because if the woman's always crying, you're not gonna want to go and be always around because she's just. I used to be that person who was always crying. You know, you're not gonna want to be around that person.
Yeah, but when can you?
When something is really. Yeah,
but what?
But I can't define that because it's different for everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like you really can't define that because everybody is different. So, you know, it's just what can you handle? And you on the outside, what can you handle? You know what I mean? But that person who's crying, they have to understand why they're crying. You can't just be crying for no reason, right? Which it means that you have to, again, look within yourself.
Say you see a native Indian.
Yeah.
And he sees like someone shot an animal or something.
Yeah.
And he starts crying. Some people might say, "Yo,
why are you crying? What are you crying for?" But that person is like.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he's a guy, right?
Yeah.
So what am I crying for?
Yeah. And it could be something very, very, very special. And to be honest, I love animals. So for me, I'd probably be like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't even want to run. I get sad when I run over a squirrel by accident, you know?
My grandfather was a butcher. See? So I see him kill a whole heap of animal.
I remember you mentioning that, actually.
So you get hardened to stuff like that after a while.
Yeah.
You get hardened.
Yeah.
Right? So then, now, because there's women that if you don't actually express or you don't show certain emotions where like, if someone and they see you have kind of like a straight face, oh, you know, so-and-so died, word.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, what? Like, you're not even, what? Are you a serial killer?
Like, I expected more than this.
Like, yeah, but then, if you cry or something, then it's a different reaction. And I say, oh, what? What do you want from me?
Or they experienced a lot of deaths, so it's like, it's another one. So it hardened them. You know what I mean? Like, you never know why a person reacts a certain way, right? Because if everybody around you, because there's many people dies around them, and I'm sorry for anybody who's going through that and their loss. It toughens them, you know, and so they just can't cry anymore because it's like, and it's another person who has died, or like that person who's sensitive for certain things, and that person is like, why is she crying? Because my life is this way, you know, and they're comparing, right? But the thing is, everybody has something different.
So, all right, do you think women understand men?
I think we do. If it's black and white, everything is very black and white as long as you communicate.
So you think women understand men?
I think if you guys communicate very well, I think women will understand. And I think also women, because women don't know how to communicate well too. I think it's just like this whole thing can go and be better if it's just communication.
Yeah, but then you gotta have a couple of women that will say, you should know this.
Yes.
I mean, I said,
how?
Because this, again, TV or social media said this is how man should this is this.
Yeah,
so you
right.
should know this.
Negative notation. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do you know this about me? Do you know when you see me not talking, this is what I'm thinking? Did you know the time when that happened, this is what I was planning to do?
So you're saying that not everybody on social media, that they're saying all men is this way. They're categorizing every man, categorizing how, yeah.
That's why I learn now, you don't let people into your thing, because them are going to give you advice in regards to their thing. Their thing is not my thing.
That's right. So again, I think the theme of this is communication.
Yeah, but then we have to start from when them small.
Yes, absolutely, and I agree with that. But the thing is, if you grew if your whole life was not communicating, you're gonna go and teach your kid to not communicate as well.
Well,
it's a domino effect. This is all you know. This is what you know.
Well, this is why we are saying I hope that people see it for what it is and actually really take it in. Because the whole, back to the beat, like whole beating thing.
Yeah.
You're a child, you listen to what I say, beatings.
Yeah.
If you don't know better,
yeah,
and you are teaching the child just what you get from your parents would never know no better either,
yeah,
then I see him think I got him to that kid there again.
That's true.
So it's just like a cruel cycle.
Yeah.
And
like a generational curse, essentially.
Yeah, and other people that look at you like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
You could have just, that little kid is smarter than you think.
Yeah.
You could have just talked
to them.
But then I said, no, that don't work. My parents beat me. I turned out fine. Sure. Let's just go with that one. You're good. You turned out fine.
So I'm just trying to let's just kind of recap. So essentially, if we're able to communicate with one another, men would be able to express themselves in a much more healthier manner, essentially. And
that's mental health because that's what you're doing when you're talking to a psychologist, psychiatrist.
That's right.
That's what you're doing.
It's free therapy if you just talk to your friends.
Talk to your spouse, talk to your friend,
family,
talk to your
friends. But if you start hiding things from somebody, I'm telling you, you're going to be in a mental bind because you're just,
Yeah, but alright, let me say this. If you're talking to somebody that's not receiving it as a conversation, they might receive it as like an attack.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it.
You're not going to do anything with that person because they're going to always look at you as you're
attacking them. So when you say that, you can't do that with everybody. It's just because sometimes you'll ask a question, a genuine question.
Yeah.
Even my members, as I look at you, more ask my mother a genuine question.
And you're talking back.
I say, me just ask come on, no.
Understand?
Oh, you have to say that to me.
Oh, you're talking back.
Say me ask you a question. Ask you, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Ask me, ask you.
Right.
Boof. So I say, okay, me know me not have nothing to say to you. If me go say nothing serious or nothing important, that not reach your ears.
Yeah. You don't want to hear it. I understand.
So now you just have one way of thinking about me. You don't know nothing else about me.
That's right. Ooh, that's the tea.